Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abu-Bidu. Today we are talking about some things that are quite rare. How about a model protesting about bad roads in a very weird way? And here's what she did. She took a bath in a pool of water that was collected in a pit on a road, and that's to protest bad roads in her community. We'll be doing more about that, and I'm asking you, what would you do to protest unrepaired roads in your area, obviously with the power of social media? We'll also talk about a cabin crew member of Ethiopian Airlines who returned $10,000 to a passenger. Well, there's been a lot of reaction about this particular thing on Facebook. And then we'll also do a throwback. Today, I'm asking you how you felt when you got to know the school you were posted to for your high school education. Here's how to get interactive with us. Get onto Facebook. Our name is Joy News on TV. Alternatively, you can send me a WhatsApp message on the number 0560 800,000. We are also on Twitter and Instagram, and our handle is Joy News on TV. Now, there's a lot of ways people complain about bad roads or no power or, well, power cuts and all that. There's a lot of ways people go about it. But this model known as Palm in Thailand decided to do this. So the roads are really bad, and she decided to wear a shower cap, wrap a towel around her, and squat in a pool of water just to protest. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Well, there you have it. That's what she did. And this actually created a ripple effect. And you had many other people in their communities in Thailand doing the same thing. A lot of people have been inspired by this act by the model. So today on Joy News Interactive, I'm asking you, what would you do to protest about unrepaired roads or anything you're unhappy about in your part of the world using the power of social media? Let's get onto Facebook and pick some of your comments. Kweku Charles in Nkrumah says, it's sad that political leaders are not doing much in that regard. Why do people and companies pay taxes? Now, you're worried about where all the money goes to. Justice Answer says, so bad road in Bangkok, and he's even asking that part of the world also has that experience. And Prince Livin says very devastating. Okay, and Jafaro Amidu Kenyatta, he just sighs at what he sees over there. Let's pick a few more comments. All right, and we'll get your comments here on WhatsApp, okay? Some of you are sending us messages about other things, okay? And also, today is World Heart Day. Did you know that? Well, today is World Heart Day. All over the world, people are celebrating World Heart Day. We are talking about what you can do, the very mundane things, the everyday things you can do to keep your heart alive. Listening to music can help keep your heart alive. Just running or walking up the stairs instead of using the lift can also keep your heart alive. And eating right. So on World Heart Day today, I spoke to Minister of Health, Alex Segbefia, and he has a message for you. Let's take a listen to what he has to share with us today on World Heart Day.
My message is simply that we need to understand that without health, nothing actually is able to be achieved. You need health to be able to progress with life and to reach out and to attain all your aspirations, if I can put it that way. So it's important that the people of Ghana begin to look at what some of the major causes are for issues pertaining to your heart. The body is an engine, and the heart is the pump that keeps it running. Some of the issues pertaining to the heart are hereditary. There's nothing you can do about those. You've inherited it. But you can actually take steps to ensure that you minimize any risk of heart diseases or failure by having regular checks, if that happens to be the situation. But for most people, heart disease is a result of your lifestyle. And that is why we launched the Good Life initiative not too long ago, because not just speaking about your heart, but general health. What you eat is what you are. What you drink is what you are. And therefore, it's imperative that we begin to take close cognizance of what we are eating on a daily basis, when we are eating, and even more importantly, how much exercise we are actually doing. Because this will help contribute to the state of the heart that is pumping this whole engine called the body around. Let us try and lose some weight, and I'm no exception to that myself. Let's try and make sure that our intake of alcoholic beverages is at a minimal, if not at all. And let us try and spend 10, 15, half an hour a day simply on exercising. Let's try and walk up the stairs instead of the lift. Let's try and spend a weekend morning doing some walking, and if you can do it on a daily basis or more, all the best. You don't need to be in a gym or to join a club to exercise. You can actually exercise in your room, doing simple leg raises, sit-ups, press-ups. And if you are even on the elderly side, simply walking up and down a little bit on a regular basis is the little that you need to keep your body and your heart in check. On this World Heart Day, I wish all Ghanaians long life, but not just long life, a healthy one at that. God bless us all.
You just heard from the Minister of Health, Alex Segbefia, his message to all of us as we commemorate World Heart Day today. And he says he's not an exception to exercise. Let me pick a few of your messages here. You say that you stay healthy and keep your heart alive by eating nutritious food and having regular exercise all the time. And this will go a long way to keep you active, strong and alive. This is Anthony Kusi and Takrade. Thanks for your message. And this one says everyday exercise keeps the heart healthy. Isaac from Kalio, thank you so much for your message. Francis Osei says, I dance a lot in order to keep my heart functioning well. And that's one of the very little things you can do to keep your heart and body fit and alive. Dancing, listening to good music when you're stressed or angry. These are very simple things that really shouldn't take a lot of effort to do. So when you're stressed or angry, listen to some good music and dance as well. For those of you who dance in church a lot, that's good exercise. Or if you don't go to church, turn on some good music you love to hear and give yourself some exercise by dancing. This one says, I drink 500 milliliters of water every morning to keep my body healthy, and that also helps my heart to pump well. This is Minya from Obogu, Akim South. Thanks for your message. And this one is rather on that weird way of protesting where this Thailand model decided to take a bath in a pool of water just to protest that she wasn't happy about it. A lot of you are sending your messages here. This one says that I would you say you carry a barrel of water and do something with it. But let me take this one first. This one says, our politicians must know that Ghana does not belong to them. We need peace as Ghanaians. Nana Owusu, you call yourself peace man. Okay, thank you very much. And Enoch says, I'll carry a barrel to the roadside and fill it with the water from the potholes to tell those in charge that what is meant to be a road is a well. Nice way of protesting. But you sure maybe we'll put it on social media, because that's what this model in Thailand did, and she's got people all over, Thailand getting inspired by what she's done and are also doing the same thing. And this one also says that it's always devastating when you see more than use more than 6 hours to get to your destination instead of shorter number of hours due to the nature of the road. And you say that you wish that a Ghanaian actress will one day, oh, okay, you want her to actually go without clothes to protest on the bad roads in Ghana. Morris Apari in Sunyani. But what are you doing as an individual with the power of social media? Well, you're watching Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abubedu. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about that cabin crew member of Ethiopian Airlines who decided to return $10,000 to a passenger. Please don't go away. We'll be right back. Many thanks for staying on Joy News Interactive with me, Bernice Abubedu. Before the break, we were talking about something a model in Thailand decided to do to protest bad roads. She took a bath in a pond that was filled with water, and that has had a ripple effect, and a lot of people are doing the same and posting the photos on social media. So I asked you, what would you do to protest bad roads? Anything you're not happy about using the power of social media, and how would you go about it? We also spoke about today being World Heart Day. I brought you a message from the Minister of Health, Alex Segbefia, and many of you have been telling me what you do to keep your heart alive and healthy. And this one, you didn't add your name and location, but you're saying that okay, Benjamin, you say sex is the best exercise for your heart. All right, and another person says the same thing. Interesting. And Kojo Tete says, Happy World Heart Day to everybody. Now, let's talk about this lady from Ethiopian Airways. Now, that's the Facebook page of Ethiopian Airways, and this is what they decided to do to celebrate their very own staff member. So she's actually junior cabin crew Rosa Shifero, and they say she's a living testament of their commitment to the highest standards of ethics and integrity. She returned $10,000 to a passenger, and they code his seat number ET672. Now that's a photo of the lady, and a lot of comments there on their Facebook page. They've already had 4.4 thousand reactions, 241 shares. Kiram today says, this reminds me the same incident I had, well, on his flight in November. He left his wallet inside the plane and headed to the terminal. It took only a few minutes to see a member of the cabin crew running towards him with the wallet, and he's grateful for that. Haptu Desal says, proud, well, to be an Ethiopian, he says, but the way you treat West Africans and other foreigners is much better. All right, okay, so he's actually congratulating them, but also talking about how he feels about this. Abraham Kebede says, she's honest and beautiful. If that was my money, I would give her at least 10% of it, which means $1,000 or more. And he says, God is his witness, he was going to do that if he was the one who owned the money. Adhil Ahmad said, never seen a crew that listens to their customers, and he says that is the way to go. Rashida, Her Excellence, he says, you will also have to trace our baggage for us. Okay, she also is talking about something she's not happy about. But this is the Facebook page of Ethiopian Airways. Let's get to our Facebook page, because a lot of you have been sharing your comments about that right here from Ghana. Now this one says, very inspirational of her. You say you're proud of her and you'll always fly with that airline. Okay, you hope it's not a media gimmick. Minya from Obogu. All right, and then this says, I think she is born an angel and she'll never lack. This is Witty Nas from Yendi. And this one says, they say a hungry man is a wicked man. Believe me, if this person was someone who cannot put food on her table, it would have been difficult, if not impossible, to return that huge money. They say man was not born wicked, but the environment makes the person wicked. Morris Opari in Sunyani, interesting comment there. And this one says the people should be educated. All right, you're talking on World Heart Day on the importance, maintenance, and diseases affecting the heart and their sign and symptoms, and this could be done by, you think it can be done by the NCCE. All right, so there you have it. We shared that story online, and some of you have been saying some things about it. 2 shares there. Eric Ejapong says, no wonder you think, well, Ethiopians are just like whites. Let's say it happened in Ghana. The victim would have to sing a different song. Okay, all right. Why is everybody saying that? I know someone who had an experience with a Ghanaian airline and they got their money back. Agane Charles there says, indeed, she's a woman. If it was a man, he sighs and says, God bless her. Why are we getting into a race conversation and a gender conversation over this? Anyway, Prince Livin says, better days ahead. Ahmed Hadi Dean says, oh, that's good. Praises also forms part of the motivation. And Kweku Charles Nkrumah says, that's beautiful. Sunday Fred Geraldo says, a good name is better than riches. And he says, well done. Real Biggie Tieku says, not a bad idea. And Kafui Ajay says, thumbs up to her. She learned honesty from you. And that's what you're saying. Interesting. A few of your comments here on WhatsApp. This one says, I'm really proud of her kind gesture. She should keep it up. Lovely lady from Anthony Kusi. And this one says that a broken heart can lead to heart problems. Oh, you're asking me. Maybe we'll have to speak to a doctor. I don't know if a broken heart can lead to a heart problem, but I know grieving over issues and not handling them well can lead to general health issues. You're watching Johnny's Interactive, and today is Thursday, so we did a throwback, asking you how you felt when you went to high school, what the feeling was like. I'll take a few of your comments on WhatsApp, and I'll also show you a video of the day. You don't want to miss that. Please don't go away. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. This is Johnny's Interactive with me, Benes Abubedu. Going to high school can be really exciting, but waiting to know the school you're going to be placed, it can be quite stressful. Today on Throwback Thursday, we've been asking you, how did you feel when you got to know this is the school I'm going to spend 3 or 4 years in? And then Nana Kumnipa Jr. says, I was so excited that day to the extent of not being able to sleep. Prince Livin says, I was very confused. I'm sure you didn't get the school of your choice. Ruth Edudi Johnson says, I was just like, what? Me alone in that far away school? She's laughing at her own comment now. Real Biggie Tieku says, already prepared, and you were happy and you were amazed. And Mr. Benjamin says, well, it was bad. And the last one here, Eric in Japan says, I was overwhelmed. And Badofurepeni is the most disciplined school in Ghana. All right, and you're sending this from an unknown location, coded. All right, so that's your message. And tell us, someone here on WhatsApp says high school was interesting. Admit it or not, you'll miss it, especially with the Ropoto. All right, I don't know what that means, but thanks for your comment. But that's how we end Johnny's Interactive for today. Thank you so much for your comments. My name is Benes Abubedu. Don't forget, the conversation continues on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are Joy News on TV. Alternatively, you can send me a WhatsApp message on the number 0560 800 000. You enjoy the rest of your day.